I received a few photos of like me with fans, but probably one of the best gifts, it wasn't actually for me, it was like I had a fan come into my work and with a canvas of me, and I kind of like the photo on the canvas too, it was pretty cool. And I just signed that for them, which was like pretty cool. But I think for us it's probably just, the most motivation is just knowing that there's people who look up to you, and that's pretty cool.
I got a mail saying that they had greyhounds and they named it Legs 11 at the time, because obviously I was number 11 and I was such a quick player, so that was a bit of a surprise, being named after a dog. And a kid did this whole big, project of me and my career, and I just was like, wow, this kid's gone to a big effort to do that. So I got her address and sent her a jersey. I don't know if she got it, but I think she did. I think I got a response. But yeah, I think that was just those little things make you realise how special fans are.
I like this place to eat called Chipotle, and almost every game they'd bring me a gift card, so I don't think I had to spend any money because I had that many gift cards on Chipotle. And then in Australia I got a really cool card off a Sydney fan. It was a card it was a collage of photos of me throughout my career, so that was pretty cool.
Probably hugs and, after games, good games. A few times when we've had, dinner afterwards where fans could come along. We've gotten like t-shirts of like their man of the match kind of thing. So I received like maybe one or two of them during my career in different, America or Australia or Sweden. So that was kind of cool to, know that they have support just kind of like what we do in the club. So yeah, no, that was pretty cool.
I haven't really received a lot of advice from fans, but probably when I did my knee, when I did my ACL, a super nice fan made me a little card that had sewn writing on it, and it said the Kaya that had fallen before her injury wasn't as strong as the Kaya that's going to come back from her injury. So it was something really sweet, and to get that from a fan, and it really touched my heart, and I've still got it at home. So yeah, something that I cherish.
Poppy, a little fan from Brisbane Roar, gave me this like little teddy that is like turned into like a seatbelt protector kind of thing. It was pretty adorable, so I'm going to say that, and she's one of my favourites. So
I'm not sure who it is, but I think some of the fans just who say, have fun, keep going, like that sort of motivational stuff when you're on the field helps you keep going. You know you're doing the right thing, so that's pretty cool.
I think receiving something from a fan, I'd have to say in Japan, which is the latest season that I played in overseas. We just got so many presents, and they were just really cool, like drawings of you, and our team was kunoichi, which is ninjas in Japanese. So they had drawn a cartoon of me like as a ninja, and they had big banners of it, and so I think that was like the most welcoming and supportive stuff I've ever got from fans.
I always get like little bracelets what they make, have had drawings and just people taking photos of me and then bringing them back and they're on a t-shirt and things like that. But the best is when they just come up to you and I'm their role model. I'm like, that's the biggest thing, that's what I actually want to be. I want people to be able to look up to me and, I don't know, just see the smile on the kids' faces. I love it. So I think a role model is definitely the big one.
Just to get anything sounds weird, but to get anything is like, that someone back home supports you and is interested in your career, and just that alone kind of motivates you to do well, because you know that it's not just like your mum and dad because they have to.
I have to be my dad. He's a big fan. He always used to say, whatever you start, make sure you finish it, and you finish it well. So it's always stuck with me, like no matter what I'm doing, make sure you start and finish it well.
This little girl direct messaged me on Instagram, and she wrote a little message and said that I inspire her to play football and all this, and she wrote a really nice message, but she had a video that was recorded by her dad, and she was like juggling around and doing all these crazy tricks, and she looked really, really young, so it was pretty cool. And she sort of just drops the ball at the end and turns around, and she's wearing a Portland Thorns jersey with Catley on the back, and it was just a really cool sort of moment. I was like, wow, she's so young and she's so good, and saying that I inspire her. So yeah, that's probably the coolest.
I did have a fan give me a teddy bear once. That was quite cute. But a friend of mine found on the internet a drawing, which was pretty cool. Can I show you it?
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got the ribbon. So yeah, I'm not sure where that's from or who made it, but it's pretty cool.
I just remember one Canberra United game. These two little twins, a girl and a boy, both came in fully dressed in my kit, had the same gloves, everything. It was really cool.
Would be more advice for me. My dad's probably my biggest fan, and basically he always just tells me give it a go and just do your best at what you can control, and the rest, whatever happens, happens.
But recently, an old teacher from high school contacted me, and she said she has an avid fan in an English class at the moment, and she reminds me of myself, and that was kind of special. It really hit home.
One that's kind of stuck with me, it was a teacher actually, but he followed like my sport quite closely and was always interested, and he just said be true to yourself, and if you love it, keep doing it. So, and it's kind of stuck with me, and I think it's pretty relevant.
I would say the fans in America, they always come up with weird and wondrous things, whether it's gift cards, cards they've made for you, food they've cooked for you, but I'd probably have to say the fans in America stocked me up on Reese's Puffs a lot, so probably the Reese's Puffs.
I just think it's nice when someone who doesn't know you comes along and watches the game and maybe has something to say. I know people have come up to me and have said words, like encouraging words, and it's just nice because they're not biased, they're watching the game and they don't know you. So probably just encouraging words.
I'd say my dad was my biggest fan, so I'm going to use him as an example. And probably more so when I was younger, he said, if you're good enough, you're old enough. And that was probably growing up my sort of thing I lived by.
Probably a box of cupcakes when I was in Chicago. That's probably about it.